So let's take us back to you, man.
It's the authentic social. I stay on task, stay on the map. I'm taking the bag. It's the authentic social.
Seriously,
It's a social club. If you dropping, you know what's up. Open up, show them some love. Social.
Biggest show of my life.
Roll with it, put it out and put your soul in it.
Make sure y'all subscribe to the Authentic Social Club podcast, man.
A whole vibe.
If you've done this for half your life or most of it, let's get the authentic social.
Let me talk to y'all for a minute.
Good evening, good evening.
Good
Authentics. This is Fat Baby the journalist, my co-host, Von Don the mediator.
So I wanna give you what I wrote before you got here, and this is just what I put together for you. I didn't even go back to the OU, but it's a little bit. I said Rick Ross, a man who dignified the odds and rose to prominence in the 1980s as a master figure in Los Angeles. As a successful entrepreneur and businessman, he built a vast network, achieving significant success and earning recognition. His life story is one of resilience, determination, and transformation, offering valuable lessons and insight. Through his experiences, he's gained a unique perspective on the world and has become a voice for change, inspiring others with his remarkable journey.
Yeah, I like that. Thank you.
Yeah.
The real Rick Ross.
What up, y'all?
Yeah.
Hey,
Authentic.
What an introduction, man.
Yeah.
I don't be doing that for no cats old as I am, though. I'll be doing that for them young boys. When you hear old cats say he got some game out of it, you be like, what?
Yeah, for real. Straight up.
For sure.
That's a whole nother level.
Yeah, because we been that way before. You know what I'm saying, though? So
I was telling him that.
That's all we was doing. Is,
and when you get older, you learn, it don't care where the gang come from, just get it.
Yeah, there you go.
When you young, you be kind of bullheaded and like, I ain't gonna learn from that much. Yeah, but when you get a little older, you be like, man, give me that gang, hurry up.
Right.
And then we run with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because experience is the best teacher, like they say, man. That really ain't no cliche. That's true shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's better to learn from somebody else's mistakes than to have to go through the mistakes on your own.
Facts.
And so often we had to go through it on our own, and it take too long.
You better say it.
We wind up being 60, 70 years old, be like, man, I'm just getting out.
Right. Yeah.
Ooh, man.
I got a homeboy, man. He been gone since he was like 19, 20. He got out in his 50s.
Wow.
Yeah, I just talked to him today.
Zulu the same way.
And he's going through his own personal struggles, man. And when he called and talked to me, he's the only child of his mother. You know what I'm saying? He's the only child of his mother. His daughter is the only child. You know what I mean? She was born while he was locked up. And I told him when we met, when I was in Leavenworth, I said, man, look, man, I know you lost your, I think his aunt or his grandmother, I can't remember which one, but he's like, man, that's all I had, because him and his mother didn't have a good relationship. Or I said, you my brother. I said, if I get out before you, man, I swear to God, man, I'm going to be there for you. And I've been there for him. He's been home almost, 4 years, I believe.
Yeah, that's rare, though. Dudes don't be keeping their word, man.
Hell no.
They not
I did the same thing with my old seller. He became a brother of mine. He had life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm the only one that kept it real with him. So I remember I was in City Gear. I get a phone call. It's him. I'm like, you got a cell phone? He's like, no, Fat Baby didn't let me go. I broke down crying right there, man.
What?
I said, damn, you home?
Yeah.
He said, I'm in Texas right now and I'm coming to see you next week.
Yeah.
And he said, and one thing I want to tell you, man, thank you for not missing the beat.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing good right now, man.
Rare.
Yeah. Me and my brother, we on the same page, man, because we've been through that struggle.
Yeah, I got a couple guys I look out for in there. We wasn't super tight because all my super, super tight guys, they out now, Even the ones had the life sentences, they follow me.
Yeah.
When they saw me walk out of there through the library, they start hitting that library too,
Yeah, because I seen on some of your, reading some of your, like I said, magazines and stuff, you was talking about all that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I found it better to be in the library reading the law than to, be playing spades and chess and dominoes.
Right.
And, watching Jerry Springer.
Right.
So
I tell people that all the time. I said, man, I don't do the Jerry Springer or the Maury Povich. I didn't watch that stuff.
Yeah.
And then you was always a guy for us, what we know. When you went to the pen to start, correcting your life.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But when you was out there, you still was trying to correct your life.
Absolutely.
On a better level. You know what I'm saying though?
Absolutely.
So
I didn't want to be a career dope dealer.
Oh, right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. I was selling dope to get out.
I seen that.
I kind of, I know y'all probably saw Superfly.
Yeah.
So I kind of based my career off of what Superfly did.
Right.
You know how he got out the game? He got in, he got his little bread, snuck his bread out the game,
Yeah.
Remember his old lady took the money out the game. She walked away.
Think about Superfly, he was only trying to get 75,000. You was getting meals.
Well, I got caught up.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know what the sad thing about it is I was just watching your thing, man, probably about a few months ago when your brother was on there, he broke down on there.
Yeah,
know
that
what
was
I'm
a VH1.
Yeah, VH1 and they was talking about how you was done. You had bought a theater like the Apollo.
Yep.
You was done and you got that phone call.
I said I was done, but because I look at dealing drugs as almost like being an addict.
Yeah, right. It really is.
You become. They say whenever an addict something goes wrong, they go back to their habit. They want to get drunk or they want to get high. Whenever something went wrong with me, I want to sell some dope. That was my way of getting out of the world. I don't even be in the world when I was selling dope. It's like me against the cops, me against the robbers.
Yeah.
So now I'm in a whole different world. It's not the normal, where my kids at, what mama doing, what the homies doing, or the club is popping. None of that don't matter no more.
Right.
Right now, the only thing that matters is this deal that I'm doing right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? And just like you said, man, it's addiction. I remember I was watching BMF, and I heard the lady on there that was playing a crackhead when he had said he walked there and seen her like, you doing this too? And she said, you just addicted as me, Meech.
Yeah.
And he sat there like, what does she mean? You feel what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
So just like you said, something go wrong, you know what I'm saying? We try to find a way because that life is so addictive, man. I'm talking about so addictive.
Yeah, it
you know
is.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, and ain't nobody gonna tell you to stop.
Right.
Yeah, he most definitely right about that.
Right.
Who gonna tell the man what to do?
Right.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Man.
I remember I had a meeting up in Dick Griffey's office, and Dick Griffey, Otis Smith, and I can't think of the attorney's name, but they was in the office and they telling me that I could do the same thing in the dope game I was doing in the music business. And I'm like, man, you motherfuckers broke and y'all gonna tell me to join y'all game?
Yeah.
And y'all ain't got no money. I mean, y'all got the Rolls Royces and y'all got the houses up in the hills and all that, but you coming to me to finance your records.
Wow. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, we just find it hard to take advice from people who wasn't having no money.
Yeah.
So, you got all these shows about you, supposed to be movies and all that, you know what I mean? And which one hit base? You got, I done seen, what is it, 1,000 kilos, Snowfall. They said Snowfall.
100 kilos. Now, 100 kilos is close.
Okay.
My partner did that.
Okay.
That me and him started with $125 a piece. We went half on the 8 together.
Right.
So we stayed partners until our jail time. And I don't know. I think jail did something to him. When he got out, before I did, and I had no problem giving him everything. All the hooks, everything I had. it's crazy. I put him with Dr. Dre, and that's when Dr. Dre was going through the little incident with Suge. And,
Right.
Yeah, facts.
and I tried to tell him, I was like, man, put a blanket around Dre. You know, put a blanket around him, man. Don't let nobody,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Facts.
cover him.
Yeah.
And he said, man, Dre is a has-been.
Really.
Yeah, that's what he told me. He said, man, Dre a has-been. And we just ain't saw eye to eye since, you know. And then he did 100 Kilos, and he let one of the little homies direct. And I don't know if they thought I was hating or what, but the little homie who he had to direct, I'm the one told him to go to UCLA to film school, right?
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
So I love the little dude, right? But I know he wasn't ready
Yeah.
to shoot no movie.
Right.
So they went and shot the movie anyway, and I signed off though. You know, that's my boy. Shit.
Yeah.
Right.
If you fuck up, you know you ain't fucking up on purpose. Excuse my French.
Right.
You
Yeah,
ain't you ain't messing up on purpose, but you making a mistake.
Right.
You know, I'm like, man, right now you got DJ Quick, you got the alcoholics, you got all these artists. Take the money and do a record, because this is when records are still selling.
Facts.
Records are still, you know, they still going gold and platinum
Right,
on records,
right,
right?
right.
So, man, they take and do 100 Kilos, man, and they don't do it right. And the whole little deal just went bad with 100 Kilos. But they sold it to somebody and they cleaned it up a little bit and put it out, and it's pretty
Yeah,
accurate.
because I bought it on DVD.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
active.
probably did.
From what I hear, because I ain't never watched it.
Oh, okay.
I ain't never watched it, but
Okay.
from what I hear, he made himself as the guy that was making all the decisions and so forth. And I don't mind that, you know.
Yeah.
So be it, you know. I don't need no credit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Give me the money.
Right. So what about Snowfall?
Man, Snowfall, you know,
They try to say that was based on your life too.
when I got out of jail, you know, I'm still gonna do my movie.
Okay,
We hoping
okay.
to go in production January, February. We should be in production.
Okay.
So when I get out of prison, they did their movie, right? I mean, he did his movie, and we ain't really talking, you know.
Right, right.
We cool, like
Right.
I already know if I call him and say somebody trying to do something to me,
gonna
he
show
coming
Right.
with his thing wide open. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
But we just can't hang together no more. Our mentalities is different.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't chasing money no more. I'm still chasing money, just not in the same
Right.
game that I was in.
Yeah.
Right.
But anyway, when I got out of prison, my movie is gonna be different from 100 Kilos.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
So I think John Singleton would be the perfect guy. You know,
Yeah.
I want somebody dope to do my shit.
Right. Right.
So I get with John, and we kicking it. You know, go to lunch. First day we go to lunch, and he liked the story, and he'd been hearing about me all his life, and blah 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 blah. So we just started kicking it, and you know, writing stuff down and taking notes for the script, and 100 Kilos. I mean, not 100 Kilos, but Cracking the System. I don't know if you saw Cracking the System. So I've been working on Cracking the System when I got out. From the whole time I got out, I was working on Cracking the System. So we put Cracking the System out. We doing the premiere, and me and John go to the premiere together.
Yeah.
So that night that we go to the premiere, I get my first copies of my book, my demos, and I take my demos with me because I'm proud. I
Right.
went from being not able to read to now I'm a published author.
Right.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
And I know I'm gonna be speaking, you know, at the premiere. So I take my book, and you know, I'm gonna let everybody pose with the book and do their little thing before the other ones come out. And John was like, "Man, I gotta have one of them books, man."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Man, I ain't selling these, you know."
Yeah.
He said, "Man, I'm gonna give you $100." I said, "Here."
Yeah. You said about that paper. Yeah.
I said, "Here, man."
Yeah.
You know, so he bought one of my first books. He might have bought my first book.
Yeah, rest in peace, John Singleton.
Man, rest in peace, man.
Yeah, I don't feel like that about him. I hope he.
Listen. I already know, Rick.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I
but
already
it's cool for y'all to feel like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know, the dude was something else. Last time I seen him, he told me, man, I got some money for you. Gave me his number, changed his number, and you know.
Yeah, that's bad, man.
John was
That's the part you don't know until you know.
There you go.
That's the part you don't know until you know.
I was shocked though he was in the hood. I'm like, you know, Red Grant had a birthday party, so
Yeah, I can say that because that's Red, my guy, man.
oh man,
Listen, I went to a comedy show, Cat Williams show, and I seen Red after the show, and Red was like, "Hey man, what's up?"
no, Red the coolest.
Yeah.
Red the coolest
Yeah, he is.
that I ever ran into.
Yeah.
Michael Blackson cool as hell too. I can't take nothing from Mike.
Like see, like
Yeah, Mike cool as hell. Mike Scrancho. G Thing is cool, you know, because I went on tour with Mike Epstein for a little while.
Really?
Yeah, Mike Epps, G Thing. When I first come on, Mike Epps, G Thing, Scrancho. Who else was with us? But anyway, you know, I love him. But anyway, Red Grant is the coolest.
Yeah, he really is.
I go to a show and Red Grant got on my T-shirt at the show. Man, I'm like, damn, you didn't even know I was coming to the show tonight, right? Because I just popped in on him. He didn't know I was coming, and he's wearing one of my T-shirts, man. You know, giving a brother love. So I gotta give, you know, the props to Red. So Red had called me and was like, man, I'm having a birthday party, man, come through. Yeah. I was like, cool. Yeah. So I'll go to the party, and I'm upstairs and we kicking it. So I told this little chick I'm going to Red Grant party. So I want to go. So she called me and she's like, I'm outside. They won't let me in. Yeah. So I'm coming down the stairs. I look. I say, John Singleton. And you know, I got about 4 of the homies with me. Yeah. You know, from the hood. And he by himself. And he said, man, I've been looking for you.
There's an excuse. I bet. Here's an excuse coming.
So I said, yeah. He said, come here, let me talk to you. So he pulled me over. He said, man, I owe you some money, man. I said, yeah. He said, yeah, I got it. I want you to come on the set. And he said, here my new number. Take my new number. So I took the number. And I ain't finna do nothing to him, no way. Right. You know, I ain't got no intentions on letting these dudes do nothing to you. Yeah. So you can forget that. Because they even when the set was coming, they want to go tear the set up.
Right. Yeah, because they know how he did you.
Yeah. They want to go over there. And I'm like, nah, man, we ain't with none of that. That's over.
So he did steal some parts out of your life in there then.
Oh, for sure. Who else from L.A. working with the CIA?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The only case that documented.
And that's for not really, you know, when they showed that part right there, because you got to think on that part, it was really like, what I'm saying, it was deep. You know what I'm saying? It was deep. So when I seen that, I'm like, okay, they're supposed to try to be the, you know what I'm saying? Cause you know what I mean? And so because somebody told me that, then I said, yeah.
And they might have mixed a couple other guys from LA, mixed some of their story in there as well. But the majority,
I heard of that too.
Yeah, they say that they mix, you know.
What about you and Waterhead? What's the dude?
Bo. Yeah. You know, Bo went to the Valley to school.
Right.
So yeah, they may have done that, but I mean the gist of the story was dude living in LA and the CIA being inside the story. But you know, there's so much more to my story, man. You know, I had my own task force.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I had a freeway task force, you know, where they had put a group of cops together.
Oh, yeah, I seen that. When they was hitting all your houses and stuff, the tanks and all that, I seen that.
With fake search warrants.
Yeah.
Fake search warrants.
Yeah, exactly.
Lying in court and planting drugs and stealing money. You know, the whole giddy.
Yeah, see, I'm one
and
of
then
them
they named themselves the Freeway Task Force.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more to my story. But, you know, they wanted to even the commercials, you know, once they aired the commercials, the first commercials they changed because the whole internet went crazy on them. Man, I know that's Rick's story. And they changed the what's the name. But yeah, that's how Snowfall came about.
Okay.
Wow.
And,
you get that man some of your story and he took it and ran with it.
Yeah. But you know, that's kind of like Hollywood. You know, they don't feel that the actor is supposed to get no money. You know, cracking the system. You know, I didn't get nothing out of cracking the system either. It was on the front page of Netflix for a year and a half.
But why not? I'm talking about, you know, all this stuff is created over you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know.
And cracking the system, worse than that, I produced like 65, 70% of cracking the system. All the guys, my partner who I was telling you about, who I started with, he spoke on cracking the system.
Right.
And he ain't talked to nobody.
Right.
So I got him to speak on cracking the system. He probably won't even talk no more.
Right.
You know, so I got him to speak on cracking the system. About 4 people on there I got to speak on cracking the system. And I interviewed the guy who wrote the crack law.
Seen that.
You know, I talked to him about, you know, why he did it and the whole 9 yards. And he was saying in the interview how he knew it was racist when he wrote it, but that's what...
So that's the person who gave us the 100-to-1 ratio.
Yeah.
Who cracked the spot.
Yeah. He the one wrote it for the Senate. And then the Senate approved it.
That's crazy.
And this guy said he knew it was racist when he wrote the law. So, and they wind up suing me for the documentary, and I went to court. Yeah, I lost in court. You know, lost in court to the rapper. You know, who took my name.
He's some shit, man.
but what I'm saying is that, okay, explain that. So how did you lose?
Well, on that I lost statute of limitation.
Oh, okay.
I should have filed 5 days before I got out of prison.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you was locked up. You could have got that off.
Yeah. They saying that, you know, I still should have figured out a way to file the lawsuit. And had I did that, you know, I would have. But, you know.
Because I remember you was like, man, my son wanted to use my name. You know what I'm saying?
I got a son named Rick Ross, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he ain't never kept it real, like, here under the table type of deal? Like
Nothing, man. Nothing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, nothing.
Because I'm talking about, listen, man, you remember when we was incarcerated and they had on VH1, Ice-T was narrating the crack law.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? And every time it goes all the way back to the 80s, goes back to him. Every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Freeway, you know what I mean? It goes back to him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything you hear. You know, they're going to talk about other dealers,
Yeah.
but not like him.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get my just due though. You know, I've been out here coming at it a different way. You know,
Damn right.
Yeah, fact.
I decided that, you know, it ain't about the money. It's about being great.
There you go.
And when you chase greatness, you know, the money chase you.
Yep.
So
Yeah. Because you most definitely chase greatness, man. You know, you got out and showed the world a whole different you.
yeah, I had to reinvent myself.
There you go.
You know, I had to go from being a guy who never wanted to be on camera to almost living on a camera now.
Right.
You know, I almost live on cameras. You know, today I probably took 200 pictures a day. And I don't know if you noticed, but there's no old pictures of me really.
Right. It's all new.
I don't
joints.
know.
All these are new pictures. You know?
you acting ass right now.
I don't know if it's true or not. You know what I'm saying? But you know, they always say, you know, Freeway's the first man to invented crack and
yeah.
because you know they try to.
I heard that. I heard that.
In the movie they try to make it like, you know, the smoker showed you how to do it. You know what I mean? How to do it, and then you know you distribute it, and you know
I mean,
everybody got it from you.
Smoker,
You know what I mean?
Smoker showed me. They showed me how to cook.
Okay, so that was true. Okay.
You know, Smoker showed me how to cook, and I saw where they say it come from Oakland, and
Yeah.
you know he go up to Oakland and get it and all that. But you know,
Right.
Different story.
Yeah, you know, when I started, Tootie Reese was the man. You know, and Tootie Reese was in L.A., and from what I understood, he was sending it to Oakland. You know, but Tootie was on a smaller level. You know, they were tinkering with 5 kilos, you know. But when they were doing it, you know, kilos was $70,000 for a kilo.
Damn.
Sheesh.
You know, so you didn't have to do 100. You know, when I came around, my first kilo, I think I paid 40, 48. No. Well, if you go back to when I was buying ounces, you know, ounces I was paying 3,200. You know,
Damn.
3,300 for an ounce. So
Never reached us like that, but damn.
if you add that up, you're talking about like 90,000 for a kilo.
Yeah.
So you figure if a guy is selling ounces and he making 90,000, he probably would be willing to pay about 60 you know, for a kilo and be happy, you know, make 30,000 profit. It'd be a nice little hit.
Yeah.
So you figure they probably was paying something like that when they was hitting me. Plus it had a little cut on it too, you know.
Boy,
So
70 grand.
you figure that, but the actual time I actually bought a kilo, I paid. Well, you know what? No, I was buying pounds. When I was buying pounds, I was paying $32 for a pound. So if you add that up, 32, 2 pounds, you're talking about 64 plus the 4 ounces they was beating me out of, you know, because they was getting the 4 extra ounces, and you know they didn't tell me that it was 4 extra ounces came in the pack, and I didn't know no better. So you talking about, you know, close to $70,000.
Damn.
But the first one I actually bought, when I got a whole kilo, I paid $48,000 for it.
Jeez.
And was happy.
Hell yeah.
I smiled because
That
I was
saves
gonna
you some
take
bread.
it at that time. I could take a kilo and make 200,000. You know, I was gonna break it down in the 50s,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you know, I was gonna get $200 per gram. I can remember though when I was buying what we thought was called eighths, you know, eighth of cocaine, and it was really about a gram of cocaine, and you know, and about 2 grams of cut.
Stretch that thing.
I was paying $3.75 for that.
Damn.
So
For a 7.
no, for 8.
For 8.
For 8. God damn.
Yeah,
That's
for
why I'm saying, Dr. Shit.
No, for 8. It was expensive. It was expensive. So
Yeah.
when Tootie was doing his thing, you know, drugs was really expensive. So but he was the first person that I knew that was really getting some money. You know, he was the Superfly when I was coming up. He was the guy that I was like, man, I want to be like him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's a lot of stuff that people didn't know. And I appreciate you, man, for even coming here, man, and telling your story.
Well, you know,
what I mean?
I feel like, you know, when I had dinner at Farrakhan house.
That's big.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I did? It was this group out of Chicago called Hip Hop Detox, and they saying that they're gonna detox hip hop. They're gonna take all of the nonsense and all of the bad stuff, the cursing out the women and all that. They were taking it out of hip hop, and they were doing a school tour, and they called me and they was like, man, we doing this school tour. We gonna do about 10 schools, man, and we want you to go with us. And I was like, man, I was cheap then. I was like, man, y'all get my plane ticket and give me $300. I'm coming.
Man.
So they did it, you know, put me in a hotel room, and we did about 2 or 3 nights, you know, we did, and I'm laying in the hotel room, and somebody knock on the door, and I go to the door. It was the brothers from the FOI. And they was like, man, the minister want to see you. He want to have dinner with you.
Damn.
And I was like, yeah. It's because, you know, I'm in jail. They took me to some Nation of Islam meetings. You know, they finally had got me to go to one. I didn't want to go to no, man.
Right.
I want to go to no Nation of Islam meeting, man.
Right.
I ain't taking up no religion in here,
Right.
man.
Right.
I was the
keep it-
same way, but
I'm
I
gonna
was
keep it
invited
just
to-
like I was on the
Right,
street. You know, I wasn't
right,
going to
yeah.
church on the street. I ain't gonna get in here and get scared, go to carry the Bible and the Quran, and you know that's how I felt.
Yeah.
You know, I was gonna keep it real. Nah, man, I'm gonna lift weights, play tennis, play basketball, and sleep. So they got me to go, and I started liking what the minister was talking about. So when they told me he was somebody I wanted to meet.
Yeah.
You know, when I got out, I was like, man, I want to meet that dude. I ain't never seen no brother talk like him. You know?
Right.
So I wanted to meet him. So
Yeah.
when they told me that, I was like all geeked.
Yeah.
I'm finna go to the minister's house. So
Damn.
we go over there and we had dinner, we eating and everything. And after we finished dinner, he said, Rick, come here. He said, come back here in my office. So he take me back there by myself, leave all the hip hop detox dudes at the table. You know, he got a great big old table at the house, and gold plates and forks, and
Damn.
you know, it's like, you know, you eating with the king.
You ever try to take?
Yeah. So we go back and we talking, and he was like, man, he says, 2 ways you can look at your situation. He said, you can be down on yourself for what you did in the game, or you can use your life as an example. He said, if you use it as an example, you become a scientist. Damn. You know, scientists play with shit that's fucked up. You know, that can hurt. That can hurt people. He said, but when the scientists play with that, some people might get hurt.
Yeah.
But in the end, so many people benefit from their research. So he told me that I got to turn my life into a research project.
You did.
And help all the other people. So then it outweighs the negative. I become a scientist. So
there you go.
that's what I've been trying to do, man.
Yeah, you have.
Shout out to the minister, man.
Yeah, shout out to the minister, man. Yeah, you've been doing it, man, especially on a whole positive level.
Yeah.
You sure have.
I just seen you on the thing in the mall working out and stuff.
Yeah. do you still play tennis?
With my kids.
Do you play tennis?
With my kids.
Oh, you still do?
Yeah, I got 2 babies, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I got 2 babies. I got a 13-year-old daughter. She bad in tennis too, man. I gotta get her to stick. She don't want to stick. She want to play in the band and play drums in the band. I just went and bought her a drum set though the other day. You know? I broke down and bought her a drum set. I didn't want to though.
Yeah. so she don't want to do what Pops was used to, is playing tennis.
She's so good.
Yeah,
she's so good, man. But my son, he started off slow. You know, but he's starting to come on, and he really like it.
That's what he want to do?
I think he want to do it. He'd be like, Dad, 113, 114. He'd be like, Dad, we going to practice today. And
we need him at the Wimbledon, man.
Yeah, we need that. We need that. We need that.
Straight up.
And both of them been playing. And even with my daughter, right, I'm saying, you know what, she been playing long enough. She got enough game that she could miss a year or 2. But I still make her practice once in a while. You know, you got to go and keep your timing on. And, you know, don't get too far out of shape. Because she would probably be number 1 on her high school tennis team right now if she played.
Wow.
But she chose to be one of the band members, you know.
Yeah.
But I gotta back her play a little bit. You know, I can't just straight dictate because you know how them kids is, boy, they'll rebel. So
especially when you're trying to make them do something.
Me and her put the drum set up the other day, you know, because I've been on the road a lot, so. Went over to the house and we and her put her little drum set up. I bought her the electric one, so, you know, so it don't make all the noise in the house.
Right.
And she put the headphones on and just do her thing. And I said, well, you know, maybe one day she'll win Wimbledon and then beat the drums. After the thing go, we pull the drums out and let her do her little thing.
That's cool.
But yeah, man, life is good for me right now. You know, I got some good guys I'm working with. You know. Young King who set this whole thing up, you know, I remember.
Appreciate Shout out to King. My man. Straight up.
I remember when I first come down here and meet him, he was a young boy. Now the same, man, he done grew up and got 2 or 3 cars, and you know.
Oh, he doing big things.
He doing big things now,
boy.
man. And his rap done got so tight, you know, that it's like everybody in the city like King, and I'm like, man, my man done just, you know, done grew up.
That's what's up.
And it'd be so good when you see people that you touch, you know, come into their own. You know, and then they become the teacher. You know, you have to sit back and listen to them now. So I'm happy with the guys I got with me. I got my man Primo who he came in and you know, one of the things that I know we gotta do as humans is we gotta keep an open mind. You know, we gotta be where we can listen, even if it's somebody who you don't think is as big as you are or as important as you are. Because, you know, most of us think we the most important person in the whole world. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think that everybody should think that they the most important person in the world. You know, like your life is your dream, you know.
Right.
So you in my dream, you ain't gonna tell me how to feel in my dream. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You get out of here.
Exactly.
You get out of this dream.
They want to hit you with the Heisman.
Yeah, you can get out of this dream, but it's so important that we listen, you know. Primo just took over my social media, you know, and wasn't easy because I had a guy had been helping me with my social media about 5 years now. You know, and I was comfortable with him. You know, and since he took over, he started showing me things that I needed to be doing that I hadn't been doing.
Right.
So a couple weeks ago, he bring me a news article about Country Wayne.
Yeah.
And he like, man, look what Country Wayne doing. OG, you could be doing the same thing. And I'm like, doing this drama stuff with these short little clips and I don't know.
Yeah.
But I did one with Country Wayne. Wayne right after the pandemic. I think it might have been right after the pandemic. Me and him, we did Drip.
Yeah.
And when he did it, I even had more ideas that I thought would have been like super dope for him, you know. But we didn't do them. We said we was gonna do more, but we never did. And he kind of like shot, you know, shot up.
Yeah.
But Primo brought the idea to me, and I said, man, it makes sense. And then a couple weeks ago, I'm in a restaurant, a vegan restaurant, and this other brother come up to me, and he's like, Rick, and I was like, yeah. So I've been chasing streaming, right? I want to start streaming my fights.
Yeah.
Because I believe once I add the streaming to the fight game, I take over the whole game.
Right.
You know, like we just watching Deb and Haney. Shout out to Deb too, man. Deb just won that title tonight.
Shout
Big
out.
Bill.
Yeah, shout out to
you know,
Deb.
Big Bill
His
got
daddy,
out,
yeah.
man, and had him a son, man, and they making so much money now. The bank probably think they printing it.
Yeah.
But shout out to Bill.
Shout out to Bill, man.
But I felt with streaming, I could actually take over the whole fight game. I could take it. Even Turkey got billions and billions of dollars. I feel like I can cut his ankles off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not that I won't work with him, because I will. But if he don't work with me, I'm still gonna have boxing. Boxing still gonna be mine. They still gonna have to come to me and say, man, we need to use your guy.
Yeah.
Will your guy take this deal? You know, so and I felt streaming would give me that, right? I'm working with a guy named Jim Allen. He just took me under his wing. He used to work with Don King. I wanted to work with Don King. You know, when I got home, Mr. Farrakhan, I wanted to meet him. I wanted to see Don King again. You know, I met Don one time at a fight, but I wanted to see him again with my newfound knowledge.
Right.
When I met him that time, I was a fool. You know what I'm saying? Now I can think a little bit. So, so I get in touch with his daughter and his son, and I get them to introduce me. They take me to the office, and I'm like, Don, man, I want to work with you. I move down here. I get my own house, and I'll pay. You don't have to pay me no money. I just want to work with you. He said he'd think about it.
Yeah.
So he never got back to me. But anyway, a couple weeks ago, one of my guys hooked me up with this guy named Jim Adams. Well, Jim Adams used to be one of Don King's mentors. You know, Don King used to mentor him. So he's like, man, I'll take you under my wing and I'll mentor you and show you everything that I know, that everything Don showed me. So we partnered up. I got like 8 fighters that I manage.
Damn, that's what's up, man. Congratulations.
So where they holding court at? Where they fighting at?
Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee. All.
Yeah, it's gonna be streamed live too. You can get it on IPT Little Rock live. It don't cost no money, and we also got IPT Kansas City.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we finna bust that out. You know, King the president. He gonna be the president of IPT Kansas City.
Yeah.
You know, I think rightfully so. You know.
All right.
But yeah, the fight gonna be on there. That's gonna be our first one, and then we're gonna be doing a fight every single month. Damn. Now my goal, he already doing a fight every month. So in order for me to bring value to the table, we got to start doing 2 fights a month.
Right.
So they got the Nationals coming up. The Nationals is where all of the young fighters from all around the country, they get an invitation for like the top 30 in each weight class, and they'll be in Texas this year. It'll be Texas, and they'll be fighting to see who is the best at that weight class at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go there and I'm just gonna sign them all up. Like, come on, man, sign this paper here. Sign this.
So
paper here.
all your fighters, they in different weight classes, right?
Yeah, they all in different weight classes.
Yeah. Yeah. So what weight classes are they in? If you don't mind.
I got 26, 40, 47. I might have 2 guys, or maybe 3 guys in 47. Maybe 47 is heavy, but they'll probably be moving up to 1 or 2 of them will be moving up to 54. That weight goes.
It goes up and
the weight go up and down, and then it goes. The dieting part of it is really tough. How well you diet, how well you hold your weight. I found Kid Austin too. I don't know if you know who Kid Austin is. Yeah, Kid Austin is a kid who he had to fight with Shakur Stevenson.
Oh yeah.
And then he backed out a week before the fight. He punked out a week before the fight. Well, I found him and his daddy. And I did a messed up contract though. I only did a 2-year contract. But the daddy had promised me, if everything going good, we're gonna re-sign.
Shit. You put him in and he took off.
Yeah, they took off. But the good thing is that all the other kids saw what I did because everybody was telling me, man, that dude's a bum. Don't sign him, man. You working with a dude that ain't going nowhere, But he had a little flair and good enough to get up to where he would have got a title fight, and they'd offered him $1 million too.
Yeah. Wow. And he took it.
He didn't take the fight. He signed the contract, do the fight, but then a week before the fight, he played sick.
Oh, yeah, he wasn't ready.
Yeah, he wasn't ready. I got scared,
You kept watching those Stephen Shakur fights.
Yeah, Shakur ain't no joke. I think Shakur getting ready to fight Lopez.
That's gonna be
Theo Lopez.
That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a great one.
Yeah.
He's still getting promoted by Jay Prince.
Jay is his manager. Yeah, but I think he signed with Turkey now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he signed with Turkey spending that money.
Man, he got that money.
Yeah, he the one to put the fight on with Terrence Crawford and
Canelo. Yep. I seen him standing up there.
Yeah.
Looking
he
like
was
money.
just in the fight. I just saw him we was watching the fight with Devin Haney right before you came, and he put that fight on.
Yeah.
So Crawford probably finna get about $150 million this time. Yeah. He gonna get to break the bank.
Yeah. Hey, that book, the autobiography, your book.
Crazy.
Tell us about that book, man.
Man, I wrote that when I was in prison with the life sentence, and that book is my letter to the street.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how you in jail and you gonna write the little homies and man, y'all better straighten that shit up. That shit ain't working.
Yeah.
So that's that book is my letter to the street when I didn't think I would ever go home.
Yeah, right.
And I mean, some days, I'm getting out of here, but it'll be days be like, man, damn, I ain't gonna never get out, man. These mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we looking like, especially where we done been, the federal penitentiary,
And you done seen guys with life sentences. You been in the feds. You done seen the lifers.
I was telling you one.
You see guys who been in there 35, 40 years,
but they all humble though.
Yeah.
Every lifer I met, they wasn't no rah-rah. They was all humble. They all had faith that they'd get out. And guess what? A few of them did.
Yeah.
Zulu, EG. A lot of them mother had life, man, got out.
Well, if you don't have no faith in yourself, there
you go.
You got to have some faith.
There you go.
Oh, I knew a couple. Remember I told you I was in Terre Haute. It was one guy. He had 3 of them. He had 3 life sentences, and he used to like watching that BET Uncut. And he had a cellie that came in. They had a TV cell, and one morning we got up. And we like, damn, why the doors ain't open? You know what I mean? And when we finally got up, I think they finally let us out 2 days later. They was like, yeah, boy, slice his celly up for touching that TV.
Man, you know it get real like that. We just came from that.
Yeah.
If they ask you to be quiet, they're gonna ask you one time.
That's right.
One time only, man.
That's right.
Keep that noise down, and you try to buck them, you getting sliced.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Yeah, I know they bust a guy up in Lompoc when I was there. Dude hit him over the head with one of them steel mop ringers because he turned from the soap operas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They love that Young and the Restless.
Yeah, he told him don't when the soap operas come on, don't turn the TV. And they say he came back in there and dude turned the TV, sitting there watching the TV. Dude just hit him in the back of the head with the mop ringer and went to the hole.
That ain't the type of life you want to live, man.
Nah.
Stand in the line to wash your clothes.
Yeah.
You know, stand in a long ass line to eat unless you got your commissary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Telling them, you know what I'm saying? Because now, you know, like, bro, you know, they lock you down anytime.
Yep.
Ain't enough staff.
We stayed locked down one time for like 60 days. They killed a dude. Did he kill 2 police? He killed like 2 police and stabbed like 5.
Nah.
Dude poured some baby oil on his Quran and he taped knives. He taped knives to his hands. Mm-hmm. So you know they couldn't get the knife out of his hand, and he was just
going at it.
Yeah.
Going at it.
Damn.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah.
Ain't no life to live, man.
Yeah, they don't know it's a world inside of a world, man. You gotta live and survive.
I'm talking about where your own buddies will sell you out of a book of stamps.
Yeah. Yeah.
For real, man.
Yeah, that ain't cool. It ain't cool.
It's really not.
Yeah.
But that book, man, you got all
Beautiful
of what you went through in that book.
I got a lot. I went through so much you can't put it in one book.
Yeah.
And then I wrote 21 Keys to Success, riding with Rick since I've been home. Yeah, that's about my first 6 months out of prison, and I'm working on one right now.
Where can they find those books?
They can get them off my website, freewayrickyross.com. You can get it off of Amazon too, but I ask people if they go to my site and get it, so I can get the money.
I will be going to get that.
We'll be supporting.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos don't need their money. I do.
No, you need it. No. I'm gonna tell you something about me, Rick. I try to support as many of us as I can. You know what I mean?
If we don't support each other, who will?
Exactly.
Man,
that's what I said.
exactly.
If you don't support nobody, and then when you have a business coming up, ain't nobody gonna support you.
Exactly.
That's what we just talking about the other night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't.
You get somebody, you go buy anything and everything from them, then you create something. They don't never show up.
Exactly.
Yeah, they don't never show up.
It's sad.
And guess what it do? And guess who do? Everybody outside the box.
Yeah. Yep. Everybody outside the box.
That's what's gonna take you through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody outside the box. It ain't gonna be your closest inside.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's like what we got here in the city. Man, we got talented artists in the city.
I saw today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Talking about a lot of talent, man. Big
I got like 3, maybe 4 that I want to work with right now.
Yeah.
I mean, and then y'all got some superstars that come from here already,
Yeah.
Indeed.
Like we was just at Poffer today with Jay White.
Jazz. Oh yeah. Shouts out to Jazz
We
and
was
the
out there the
Popper,
other
man.
night.
Brian Kenny, one of my close friends, from here, I mean, the talent from here is crazy.
Yeah.
About, man,
Real crazy.
Cooking.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try to capitalize on some of it.
Hey man. There
Me
you
and
go.
King, we gonna bring that thing. And King ain't no joke.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, King ain't no joke. He done rock at least 2 clubs since we've been doing our thing. He wasn't even planning on doing no performing. They just handed him the mic and told him to go. And he went. So y'all got a lot of talent here, and we just want to help cultivate it.
Yeah.
We doing these skits, so if anybody out there wanna get these skits is a way to really get your notoriety up. Huh? You be doing the skits too?
Hey man.
He been writing skits. You know what I'm saying? We about to get ready to drop some.
Yeah.
We
got a
wanna do
couple.
Taz Tales.
We working, Rick.
Yeah. So
We working.
He got some short films coming out too.
Well, let's network.
Damn
Let's
right.
do it.
Yeah.
Man, they say Country Wayne did 1 billion streams last month.
I tell you off camera
Congratulations, baby.
how I know Country Wayne. You know, I don't know him personally, but I know somebody who's close to him. You know what I mean? We ran into each other when we was locked up.
So we mixing his formula with my dude with the IPTV formula. We're gonna mix them two formulas together and see what kind of concoction we come up with.
That's work.
Direct to consumers. We cutting YouTube out. We're gonna cut Instagram out.
Hey,
Facebook out.
hey, listen. That's what we was talking about the music. Like I've been rocking with bro, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, we thinking about, you know what I'm saying, cutting all them out. Cause they cutting us out.
Ain't no question.
Yeah, they cutting us out.
My man said cut it out. Cut me in and cut it out.
There you go.
So
Yeah.
there it is there.
Yeah.
You need to cut it.
Yeah, so besides the boxing, books.
Well, we hoping to go in production on the movie January, February. We should be in production.
And that's the one. That's your movie. The one.
My
you
movie, the one
Yeah,
is gonna make $1 billion.
yeah.
It's gonna break the bank.
You feel me?
We're gonna break the bank.
So it's
The
already
real
ready.
actual movie.
Well, the script, it took us, man. It took us like 7 years to get the script where the producers finally accepted it.
Yeah.
We done went through like
Yeah, that
4
shit
or
ain't
5
easy.
different writers, you know.
Yeah.
We had a hard time. We had a hard time with it. But, you know, I've been patient. I've been patient. Like, okay, it's going to get done. I already know it's going to get done because it's a story that's so powerful. And then, you know, the way I've been out here marketing it. You
Now
know,
people is intrigued by your story, man. It's like
Yeah.
your history, bro.
they ain't never seen nobody market like the way I market, though.
There you go.
You know, right now, I'm almost willing to bet, man.
I'll tell you about that marketing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost willing to bet that if they went with people who have pictures on the internet, not by themselves, but with other people, I know I'm in the top 5. I know I'm in the top 5 of people who took pictures with other people. But I know, see, the internet ain't caught on yet. The algorithms ain't caught on. Because, you know, this AI got to be trained.
Yeah.
And quiet as it kept, I could be the first person that ever went viral on the internet.
So you could have been the first person to win viral.
In 96, the Mercury News was the first major newspaper to ever publish an article on the internet, and it went viral.
Wow. That's
Do your
dope.
research. Check that out.
So will.
Yeah, most definitely will.
And I got this out of Time Magazine. Time Magazine had wrote an article, and it said that that my story was the first time blacks ever went to the internet in droves.
I believe it.
And it was before Google. Google wasn't even out when that happened.
Yeah.
Amazon wasn't out, Facebook, Instagram. I don't even think MySpace was out then. This was 96.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they published an article, a major newspaper published an article on the internet that set off firestorms throughout the country.
Yeah. Yeah, we was running the streets at that time, holding down them blocks, man, trying to emulate guys like your example.
I was sitting in that cell.
Yeah, I know. And guess what? We at that time we didn't learn nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish we did. We wish we had somebody to tell us that.
You know, you got to think where you hear about certain things, certain people. But when I got to the federal penitentiary, I met some of them people. You feel what I'm saying? And, you know, and they let you know right there, like, damn, you know, you're in a whole different space, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're in a whole different space. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Well, you know, what y'all doing now is y'all letting the young people know. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have nobody to tell us like this, you know. So
Yeah, facts.
they blessed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep blessing them.
Yeah,
right.
For sure, man. And like I said, man, appreciate you for coming, sitting on this couch,
Man,
man.
anytime.
I just seen, because like I said, I just seen you. Seen you on
We're going to do this again.
most
Yeah,
definitely.
for sure.
Most
Yeah,
definitely.
we'll do it again. The movie getting ready to come out.
Yeah,
And we're going to start shooting. So, you know, we got a lot to do.
Yeah.
And that IPT TV, you know,
Yeah.
We're gonna be hollering at y'all about putting the podcast on.
Let's
come
go.
on.
Let's work.
Market directly to
Let's work.
consumers.
Yeah,
We're
let's
gonna go
work.
directly to consumers.
Yeah, let's work.
Come on.
King, I see you over there, boy.
We ready. We ready.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah,
We
most
ready.
definitely ready, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hey.
Y'all can follow me at Freeway Rick on Instagram. That's the one I'm most active on. Freeway Rick Ross on Facebook and Freeway Rick on Twitter. On my website to buy the book is freewayrickross.com. Also, you can get the t-shirts. I got t-shirts. I got a few sweatshirts left, but I'm finna pick my mercs up. So y'all be on the lookout for the mercs picking up.
Yeah, right.
I see y'all got y'all mercs on tight. Yeah, man. And you know what? What's so cool is my mercs helped me when I got home. You know, selling t-shirts.
T-shirts, yeah.
You know,
Wallow,
helped me.
yeah, Wallow said the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, man, let's do it again.
Most definitely.
All right.
Bye, dog. Take us out of here, man.
Hey, so stay on task, man. Always subscribe and hit that button. Because if you don't subscribe, you ain't gonna get none of this beautiful content right here. Stay on task.